Hi, and welcome to another episode of Late to the Prepper Party with Jay and Elle. I'm Elle, and Jay is out working in the yard today. I'm sure he'll pop in and out of the videos, but then again, maybe not. Who knows? So, today we have another edition of Kitchen Corner for you, where we are going to be making fruit butter. Super exciting. First, let me say, if you're new to the channel, welcome to the party. And if you're returning, welcome back. You know, we believe that the party is always better when it's bigger. I'd like to ask you to take a moment and click that like button for us. You see, it helps the algorithm send our videos out to more like-minded people. So if you could, the number one way you can help our channel is to click the like button. If you're enjoying our content, we would love it if you would subscribe and become a permanent party goer. And don't forget the notification bell so that you're notified every time we upload a video. So what is fruit butter, you ask? Because I know that I had to. I had never even heard of it. It's a way of cooking down your fruit into a spreadable treat that you can serve on toast, or you can serve it with those little biscuit cookies or on crackers. It's not really a jam, but it's kind of looks similar and close to jam. But it's just a special little dessert treat that is healthy that you can give the kids. And it's something that you can make right off your homestead, out of your own garden. Or if you're lucky enough to have a neighbor that has some extra fruit out of your neighbor's garden. You know, guys, it's that time of year where everything is coming up. We've got cherries are in season, rhubarb is in season, apricots, blueberries, blackberries, raspberries. All of these wonderful fruits are in season. And there's more that you can do with them other than making jelly. You can make things like, you can first cook them into muffins and cakes and cobblers. I just made Jay a blackberry cobbler from scratch, and he loved it. But I digress. Back to fruit butter. Today, I'm going to be teaching you how to make two different types of fruit butters. One cherry fruit butter and a rhubarb fruit butter. And they're both being cooked in the Crockpot. So you know I'm going to love doing this because I love cooking in my Crockpots. Let's take a look at our ingredients. For the cherry butter, yep, you guessed it. You need cherries. I have already taken the time to clean these and pit them and pull off all the stems. So we've got about 12 cups of cherries right here in this bag. In this case, you'll have to take my word for it, but believe me, they're all there. We also have a cup and a half of white sugar. We have some ground cinnamon and a half cup of lemon juice, and we will also be using a couple tablespoons or teaspoons, something like that. I'll have to check the recipe of vanilla. Cook with the rhubarb. You will be needing 8 cups of chopped rhubarb, 2 cups of brown sugar, a half cup of water, and 4 teaspoons of vanilla. So here I have 2 6-quart crock pots. And in my first one, I am going to put my 12 cups of cherries, complete with the juice. And in my other crock pot, I will be putting in 8 cups of chopped rhubarb. Holy cow. Look at that. Okay. Next, we're going to go ahead and sprinkle in and dump in the cup and a half of sugar. And we're also going to pour in a cup of lemon juice. Next, we're going to be putting in half a tablespoon of vanilla or almond extract. I'm using vanilla because I prefer vanilla. Now, here's the trick to this. I'm only going to use half a tablespoon, which is just about that much. Alrighty. This is my tablespoon size. I used about half a tablespoon. Okay. Now, we are going to give this a good stir. And make sure everything is in there and coated in. Oh gosh, that looks interesting. It does look good. Next, you want to add your 2 cups of packed brown sugar. Just kidding, not quite like that. You can go ahead and break it down. Kind of top it off there. Because this is going to be, if you're using a 6 quart, it's going to be pretty full. But don't worry, I think it's going to cook down. At least I hope it does, or else this is going to be a lot of fruit butter. No, I know it's going to cook down. I'm just teasing. Then we are going to go ahead and add a half cup of water. And lastly, we are going to add 4 teaspoons of vanilla. One. And there we have 4. Okay. This one we're not going to mix up. We're just going to leave it as it is and let it cook down. So, I'm going to go ahead. I've got this stirred up, I think, enough. I am going to go ahead and get my lids. I'm going to put them on the respective pots. Alrighty, watch your sleeves. Like, don't do what I just did. Watch your sleeves. And I have my crock pots plugged in right behind me, as you can see. So let's take them over there and turn them on high. So now I have both of the crock pots sitting on their respective warmers. And I've got 2 different types of crock pots here. So I want to be clear with you in case you have one of each. Not everybody has one of each type, like me. So this crock pot right here, 6 quart crock pot, and it is numbered 1 through 5. 1 is low, 2 is medium low, 3 is medium, 4 is medium high, and 5 is high. So let's go ahead and change that all the way to 5. On this crock pot right here, we simply have warm, low, and high. So we're going to put this on high. So now what we're going to do is we are going to leave these on high for 1 hour.
Well, hello, hello.
Oh, here we have Jay popping in. You have to come on in,
hello,
sweetie.
everybody.
Guess what we're doing?
What are we making?
We are making cherry butter and rhubarb butter.
I can't wait.
I know he says that every time.
No, I do like it, you guys. Their stuff is very delicious.
The cherry butter, he definitely will be trying. We admit
I'm
he
thinking over here.
probably
Stop bouncing me around.
he probably won't be trying the rhubarb butter because Jay's not a fan of rhubarb, and that's okay.
Looks like a lot of brown sugar and cherries.
It's not.
That's all I can tell you guys.
He'll let you know if it's delicious, though.
All right, I got a guy working. I got to go.
All right. Anyways, like I was saying, we're going to leave it on high for 1 hour and come back and take the next step in the progress of making cherry butter and rhubarb butter in the crock pot. We'll see you back in an hour. So I just finished recording and I turned this on, ready to cook. You can see it hasn't been cooking. It hasn't even begun to steam or anything. And I realized I forgot to add the cinnamon to the cherries. Fortunately, I caught the mistakes fast enough to where I just need to grab 1 tablespoon of ground cinnamon, dump it in there, and give it a quick stir. So let's do that really quick, shall we? Okay, so let's dump in this 1 tablespoon of ground cinnamon. You want to be careful because cinnamon is one of those things you don't want to like really inhale. All right, we got 1 tablespoon ground cinnamon. In we go. And I'm going to go ahead, give it a quick stir. No harm, no foul. Always remember, folks, what happens in the kitchen stays in the kitchen. Or another way of putting it is, only the chef knows what went on in the kitchen. Unless, of course, you're putting it into your videos for all of YouTube to watch. Am I right? All right. No harm, no foul. Got that added in there super quick. Disaster averted. See you back here in an hour. Okay, so it's been an hour, and I'm going to start with the rhubarb butter because I'm lazy. I'm being a little lazy, and I don't want to get out and then have to clean my big food processor. So instead, I'm going to use my little mini one, and it may take me a little bit longer here. I won't make you sit through it, but here we go. This is what it should about look like. And the next step is to take it into a blender or a food processor. I'm using my mini food processor. And just chop it up. Process it down a little bit. Remember, this is hot. You notice I was wearing oven mitts when I started out. So let's try doing it. So, oh yeah, it's cooked down quite a bit. Quite significantly. All right. I'm going to make a mess here just because I'm being lazy. But that's okay. Remember, I'm the one that has to clean it. I can make a mess. So let me turn this so that you can get a better view here. So I'm going to go ahead and just process this down. And that's about the consistency I guess it should look like. Okay, I'm going to be really, very real with you. Don't be lazy like I was. Get out your food processor or your blender because the mini one makes a huge mess. And if you're dumb enough to wear sleeves like this on a day that you're doing this, well, then you're in party with me. That's all I can say. Because this wasn't the smartest outfit for me to wear today. But I wore it to church and I didn't change when I got home. So be it. So now, once you've got your butter mixed up, go ahead and carefully put it back into your crock pot. There will be some liquid left in there unless you dump the whole thing into your blender, which was probably smarter, again, than me, who went the lazy route. Because I'm just making a mess everywhere. Okay. And here's my other rhubarb butter. Rhubarb butter. And it's got, you can see I still have some liquid here, but that's okay because we're not done yet. Nope, in fact, we're not even close to done. But from what I can tell from the pictures and the recipes I've seen, this is just about next to near exactly what it should be looking for. Let me move this over so you have a better view. Okay, that's exactly about the consistency it should look after you have put it through the food processor or the blender. Okay. Now I'm going to just let's get the cherry butter. So here we are with the cherry butter. Please remember, your crock pot is hot. Okay, this looks like liquid death cherries. It's super steaming hot, okay? So, ooh, but I'm glad we did add that cinnamon in, even if it was a couple minutes later, because it does smell like cherry, cinnamon, vanilla. Oh, it's a delicious aroma. Okay, this one, instead of using my teeny food processor or blender, I'm going to be using my immersion blender. And this is what is recommended on the recipe that I found for Crockpot cherry butter. So, immersion blender it is. I'm just praying this doesn't pour just all over me. Oh, geez. Because it's hot. And as you're doing this, I gotta warn you, be careful, because again, this is burning, piping hot, okay? You don't want to burn yourself. And I believe this is about the consistency that this cherry butter is supposed to be at. Woohoo! We're 2 for 2 here, folks. Now let's go for the next step. And on to the next step. Back to our crock pots. The next step, first things first, you want to turn your crock pot to low from high. And in this case, depending on what type of crock pot you have, either down to 1 or down to low. Okay, so the next thing it tells you to do is to take, I'm not kidding, 2 chopsticks. Mine are mismatched, what can I say? And then put the lid back on it like this. And this is how we will be leaving it for the next 10 to 12 hours on low cooking. And let's do the same thing with our rhubarb butter. These two I at least have, I can say I have a matching pair. And here we go, down. And this is going to cook on low for the next 10 to 12 hours. But for you, it'll be just a swipe of the screen. So, welcome back. It is the next day. And here's the thing. I'm having to re-record my welcome back because I didn't realize it, but my camera wasn't turned on when I recorded the part where I showed you the rhubarb butter and where I canned it up. So it's okay though, because I still have the cherry butter and I can show you that process. And actually the canning the cherry butter is going to be in a separate episode because, because it's too long. And the video is already going to be about 20 minutes. And if I add the water bath canning to it, it'll be too long. So make sure you watch for part 2, or, well, not part 2 necessarily, but my next episode in water bath canning. I will be in like the same outfit because I'm doing it today and making 2 different recordings. Don't hold it against me. But all that being said, let me show you what the finished cherry butter looks like. So here it is. Here is the cherry butter. And let me see. Looks a good color, but it's a little runny still. So I am going to, this is cooked about 12 hours on low. What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it up to medium low. And I'm going to let it cook for another 3 hours just to thicken it up a little bit more. We'll be back right after that. So we are back, and it has been about 3 hours, and I want to show you how this is thickened up quite a bit. Look at that. And it's going to thicken more now as it cools. But first, I'm going to can it all up. So don't miss that episode where I show you how to water bath the cherry butter. Coming soon. So there you have it, folks. Cherry butter. Now I know you haven't seen the rhubarb butter yet, and that is coming up in our next episode of Kitchen Corner, where we will be canning, water bath canning, the cherry butter, and you will see the finished product of the rhubarb butter canned. I'll open one up for you so that you can see the consistency and everything, since I blew it and my camera wasn't on when I was filming earlier today. Please forgive me for that. I'm human. I err. Once again, the time has come for us to shut the party down. I apologize for that, but the time has come. I must ask, if you haven't yet, please click that like button right over there somewhere. We really appreciate it. It helps the algorithm send our videos out to more like-minded viewers. It's the #1 way you can help our channel, so please click that like button for us. We would greatly appreciate it. We have a lot coming up in the next few episodes. Hint, you remember that well we were waiting for? Well, you might want to hit that subscribe button, so and the notification bell, so that you're notified every time we upload a video. As always, we want to remind you, any prayer requests that you have, please leave them down in the comments below, because Jay and I will pray for you. I'd like to thank you so much for spending time with me. I hope that you learned a little bit about fruit butter and how to cook it in a slow cooker. I know that I did, and I'm so thankful that I got to share it with you. Until next time, everybody, blessed be his name. Bye.